it would be more better for us, for me.
Ryan, did you have to go live then about water?
Right, none of us are ready.
Big red button like that, bang.
Oh my god.
You guys can continue to. It's free. Continue.
Yeah, free, what? You wanted to talk for half an hour about the
Jake
fact
Paul.
that Jake Paul. You mean Dick
All
Paul?
the brilliant.
Welcome to the show. Jake Paul is a hammer.
I actually wonder if any of the Logan Paul fans or Logan Paul, Jake Paul football fans.
Did you see Logan Paul in WWE?
Yeah, he sold the stunner pretty well. That was pretty good.
That was classic.
I like watching him taking a stunner.
Yeah, that actually, I watched it so many times. You could see how fake it was, but other than that, I just hope Jake Paul gets his face caved in. But other than that, guys, welcome to a preview for our game on Monday night at was it 8 o'clock? What time does it kick off? Game.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait 1 sec, Jersey. But I think we have a duty to ask how myself and Dupe are doing. How are they doing after?
Hey, myself, I've got a question for you. How is it in the quadruple, mate? Myself, you can't tell people to shush, mate. All you City fans have been going, we're gonna do the quadruple, we're gonna do the treble, mate. You can't say you put your B team out. That your B team is good enough to beat Chelsea, and Do you know
what rhymes with quadruple? Tom Tuchel.
Oh my god! I'm sorry myself, but a lot of you City fans are saying you're doing the quadruple. So when you get knocked out, we're gonna laugh. The same as you guys were looking at when we left. Going after the Champions League, even though you. Yeah, exactly. Myself just says we had the B team. Your B team has Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, Ferran Torres, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Fernandinho, Rodri. Who else? Diaz, Sterling.
Have they actually said it was a B team out today?
Probably. No, I don't know. I don't think it. Well, it was just it was rotation, but obviously, they made 8 changes and they still started with Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, Mendy, De Bruyne, Rodri, Fernandinho, Sterling. That's 8 changes.
That's not their B team. That's their first team. The only probable changes for the first team is probably Benjamin Mendy and Stefan. So
although at the end of the day,
B team.
Yeah. At the end of the day, to be fair, obviously. Well, I'm not saying United still have a chance, but obviously City kind of need to do the job on them in the Premier League. I mean, United with 6 games to go, 8 points. If they win their game in hand, it's not over. It probably is over, but obviously, that's the only time when we're gonna hope City do one over.
Yeah.
Well,
the only time we will support you guys is for the Premier League, just because. Just because I do not want. I don't know if this is true or not, but there's been Twitter rumors that Kevin De Bruyne has done a ligament.
Oh,
so he might be out for the rest of the season, which is not. I don't know that. People were saying it looked like an ankle. I don't know, but there's a guy on Twitter called Injury Mechanisms, and he looks at how people are falling over in injuries, and he said that the way Kevin De Bruyne got injured looked like not his ankle, but something inside. So he probably could have done the same injury as Matip, ankle ligament. I don't know, but myself, Fernandinho should have got sent off. So you can't say dirty Chelsea player. Fernandinho should have got a red. But moving on to the proper game against Leeds United on Monday. I also agree about Mendy, piece of shit left back. I do apologize, but we've got to talk about the game. So I'm going to start off with JK. How are you feeling the fact that West Ham have dropped points and there's a bit of a glare for me, personally, if we win on Monday, that tiny bit of hope that I had just gone will return.
Well, I'm feeling a lot happier right now because obviously we were all in a bit of a dark state when Liverpool decided to lose 6 games in a row. at Anfield and just couldn't score a goal. But yeah, look, and I'm pretty sure we were. What I was saying, top four was fully over, and I still think it was going to be very, very difficult because based on how the season's gone, we can't say with confidence we're still going to put a run together. But I'm very, 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 very much looking forward to the Leeds game because we have a great chance now. I think top four is in our hands. It's amazing seeing Everton and Spurs draw last night. That's a good result. The West Ham loss today was unbelievable. I was watching the game. It was good limbs. I feel bad for West Ham. They had a good season. I hope if we get top four, then they get top four as well. But I'm very, very excited because it's in our hands now. With good Premier League form. Jota is back and helping the front three to score goals. And the performance against Real Madrid, whilst we didn't win, it wasn't bad. So I think there's reason to be optimistic, but I'm going to keep a bit reserved. Obviously, nothing's guaranteed. So I just think it's in our hands now.
I really hope you're right because, well, for ages I've been saying we're not going to make top four. We're not going to make top four. But a lot of stuff's going our way now. I still think I'm scared of Chelsea because Chelsea looks so good. Thomas Tuchel could then go and play City again in a few weeks' time. He could do it again.
They could. They actually could. They really could. Like this. I think this was known before the game. Yeah.
So only time I hope to God City beat Chelsea will be then. But Bizzo, thoughts?
Yeah, I think in regards to the top four, I think he's definitely on. It's very hard to knock to kind of rule us out completely in these situations because, as you can see, there's a lot of twists and turns already. I think Leicester are faltering a bit, as well as Chelsea playing well and getting into a bit of form towards the end of the season. Leicester are probably going the opposite way as they did last season. They've had a couple of bad results. West Ham, it's whether or not they can carry it on for the rest of the season, which is again, it's another something. They're in territory they've never really been in before. We've been here, done this before. We're in a good position. We've got some very winnable games coming up as well, and I think as although we lost in the Champions League the other night, I think it's probably the best I've seen us play in months in terms of intensity and pressing and actually trying to win the game, especially at home as well after some torrid home form. So I'm hopeful that we can do it. I never ruled us out completely. I thought we were very far off at one stage, but I do think now after today's result with West Ham, it's there for the taking now. We just need to make sure we get 3 points on Monday. That's the most important thing, because if we don't, anything less than that, and then we're just setting ourselves up for failure again, and then we're just making it difficult. We need to start making it a bit more easy for ourselves.
Yeah,
100% agreed. It's weird now how a couple of months ago we were like, it's finished. We're so crap with Banter FC, and now we're starting to get hope, and that's what I'm hopeful. For me, we get fourth. We get fourth place. Be great. Even third. I don't care what place. Obviously, unless it's in the top four. I would absolutely love it if we get top four, because just think about it, right? We will be going all of this, we were losing so many games, and people were saying we're not going to win the Europa League and stuff, and we go back to the Champions League. That to me opens up huge amount for transfers. So, Stephen, thoughts?
At the moment, we don't know where we are. We're in the middle because I think we've had a crap season. There's no doubt about it. The amount of losses aren't acceptable. Look at the table. About 9 losses we've had this year. And, man, for me, I'm confident against Leeds. I've been confident in every game. But what Leeds did to Man City, it kind of worries me a bit. And because all the previews we've done in terms of maybe say for Fulham or Brighton, say that we've done that before, we all were kind of confident going, we're going to win this game. But the reality is this year we just haven't been capitalizing on those results. And if it comes back to haunt us on Monday, then for me, top four is done. Even a draw won't be enough for me. A win is sort of all the lines has to happen, because we've got players in there that, yes, we don't have a Henshaw, we don't have Van Dijk, and there's no excuse for that anymore. And Wijnaldum has to step up. Milner has to step up. For me, Milner has to start every game now, because he's the only leader in that team that sort of like goes. So sort of leave them on. I mean, Gini's not that guy. You saw what in the first leg of the Madrid game, and you know what I mean. And it's just I don't want us to lose on Monday. If we lose on Monday, we're done. But it could happen because we're a mixed team. We're not the team we were like said about a year ago, and like it's hard to sort of back your team in every game. But look, there's a job to do on Monday, and my birthday's tomorrow, so they better not ruin it the day after. But look, all faith in these rest to go and do the job on Monday. But I'm pretty confident now in top 4 after the West Ham getting beaten today.
Massive.
Oh,
Ryan, thoughts?
Well, to see West Ham lose today, that put a little bit of smile on us face. You know, that brings us right back in the Champions League space. But do you guys trust Liverpool to get a result against this Leeds United? I don't think so. The team who don't want to face at this moment with Leeds, which they have like a week to prepare this game. They're coming off a win against Manchester City. They're confident will help. Will Liverpool tired? I don't think so. But it's going to be really tough for us. And if we really want to make the top 4, we have to beat Leeds United. If you look at the rest of results we have, we can. It's a winnable game on paper. But you know, Liverpool on paper we can say yes, it's 3 points. But when is the time we have to turn up and play on the pitch, we don't do that. But I have confidence. You know, let's hope we can do the right thing come Monday. When you look at our Premier League, 3 wins in a row. Leeds 3 wins in a row too. This is the thing, you don't know what you're going to get from Leeds United. They're ups and downs this season, but they're still a very good team. We can hurt this Liverpool team.
Yeah, I think Leeds away is kind of it's not a bad game for us because you know, against Wolves it was open and we won. Against Arsenal it was fairly open and we won. Against Villa it was fairly open, we won. We created a lot of chances. Like Leeds are not going to put a low block. And obviously that's the thing we've been struggling with the whole season. Even when you saw when Real Madrid defended like really rigidly for the past 25 minutes, we just couldn't do much. I think Leeds away is a decent game for us because we're going to have the space to exploit. And you know, I think it would be a mistake for Leeds to try and attack us because I think that's where we're best when there's a lot of space to exploit with the pace we have up front. For me, I'm not normally confident, but I'm very sure we can and should turn up in this game.
Leeds aren't gonna play like Real Madrid played the other night, and they're not gonna play like they would play. Well, arguably Leeds played completely different than most teams when they came to Anfield. But when they play at home, they're gonna have to try and the way that they've been playing all season is kind of like we're either gonna get beat 4-3 or we're gonna like win 2-1 kind of thing. Like there's always gonna be goals in the game, and I think any game that Liverpool play in where there's that potential, then it's always in our favour. It's never really in the other team's favour. And I think, as I said, based on the performance from the other night of how good we were, like we were quite fluid and the movement was a lot better, and it just looked like we actually pulled our fingers out a little bit for the Real Madrid game. And if we can do it from now until the end of the season, I don't see why this game will prove a massive issue for us. I mean, there's always the possibility that we'll get beat, but I think now we're in the business end of the season now. Like Leeds have secured their status in the Premier League for the next season. So any result that they get, there's no real meaning for it. Whereas we need every result we can get. So that's what's in our favour, I think, in terms of we know what we need to do to get top 4 for next season.
Okay, so we're going to go to the next part. So what's everyone's we're just starting lineups for tomorrow? I'm going to start off with you, Joe. Starting lineup, not tomorrow, idiot. Monday. Starting lineup for Monday.
To be honest, I haven't really given it much thought, but off the top of my head, I'd probably go for Alisson, Trent, Phillips, Kabak, Robbo. Probably a defence that picks itself, to be honest, because they're the only ones available. Midfield. No, okay. Let me just. Is Jones fit? Just out of interest.
I don't know.
I think he is. He was training just before the Real Madrid game. I think it just came a bit too soon for him.
Right. Midfield, I think I'd go with Thiago, Fabinho, and Milner. And then I'd go Salah, Jota, Mane. That's what I'd go with. So yeah, midfield 3 of Thiago, Fabinho, Milner, and then Salah, Jota, Mane. That's what I'd go with.
Nice. Bizzo?
Yeah, Alisson in there, Trent right back, Robbo left back, Kabak Phillips, Fabinho. I'd like to go Thiago Jones, and then I'd probably say Jota, Firmino, Salah. That's what I'd do.
For me, Alisson, Trent, Kabak, Phillips, Robbo, obviously defense. Midfield, I'm going to go with Fabinho, Gini, Milner, with front three of Jota, Salah, and Firmino. The reason, so I think
play Gini ahead of Thiago.
Yeah, because I don't see Thiago Milner in there as a sort of as a way to help. I haven't really seen much of it. See, if you think about it, Milner being put in there for the Aston Villa game and the previous game against Madrid, what that does is it brings you leadership in there a wee bit. And I think even though Milner's getting on, he's still gonna, even though if he's not playing what he used to be, he's still gonna drive the team forward in terms of his leadership. So I think Milner's leadership will be needed against one of his former clubs. So but I wouldn't be all surprised if Thiago was to come in ahead of Milner. But that's my midfield for Gini, Fabinho, and Milner.
I think because we beat Arsenal with a midfield of Milner, Fabinho, Thiago. I think that midfield has a good dose of balance. It allows Thiago to roam forward a bit more. Milner obviously brings the leadership, and Fabinho at CDM obviously I believe speaks for itself. I think Milner is on good form. Leeds are his old club, I think he'll be motivated to play, and we need a bit of leadership in the press. We need a bit of leadership in that field. Milner's led the press pretty well, offers a bit of defensive stability as well. I think he'll, obviously Milner's getting on, but I think he could do it this game. I know the front three is a debate, but I still think if we are going to play a front three, I think our best front three is Jota, Salah, and Mane.
I'm going to go my one now.
I know people don't like Sadio's form, but I think, we beat Wolves away with Arsenal away. Starting those three, I think it's all right for this game.
Agree.
I'm going to go Alisson, Trent, Kabak, Phillips, Robbo, Milner, Thiago, Fabinho, Jota, Salah, Firmino, and the reason for that is for how Firmino was actually doing a lot better than Mane, in my opinion, against Real Madrid. I think I would do probably, I don't know, play a different formation and play Firmino a bit lower, like a cam, like I sort of say formation, but you have like players whatever, and a diamond, and you have Firmino there and then two up front. Then that would work. That could work. So Ryan, your last one.
Listen, why would Thiago will not play him?
Thiago should start, I think.
Yes, what's that? I said Thiago should start. Thiago.
Go on, Ryan. Let's hear.
Go on, come on. Let's hear.
That's why I not get Simicas a chance.
Ryan, you're in a
silly
mood.
We can play Simicas against Newcastle.
Look, Ryan, we only have Premier League to focus on. We got to play our best. Yes. It's a shame, if this injuries didn't happen, then I think Simicas would have had more of an involvement this season. But the fact is, in the past 20 games, or second half of the season, we've been in such a terrible position that we've had to play our so-called best 11 in each game to give us the best chance of getting points. But obviously,
the season's just not gone out.
If we went further in the FA Cup or something, we could probably have played Simicas. Who knows?
The season's just not gone out. I think Klopp envisioned it. I think if you've got players that are very good players, that you would do what City have done all season when they're rotating, like bringing an Oxlade-Chamberlain in to relieve a centre midfielder. You've got Simicas on left back. You've got Nico Williams at right back. They would have had a lot more games if we haven't been just trying to win as much as what we have this season when we've had to win, as opposed to when we've been in a position where we are constantly winning, and you can afford to swap that one position round. So it's just been one of them seasons. I think Tsimikas' time will come when he'll rotate with Robertson. Same with Nico and Trent, really. But he's just had to push for form to get the form out of those two wing backs, because they're our best option in those positions. So I think it's just been a case of playing them until they find form, and it's worked really, because Trent's now coming back into it. Yeah,
it's a bit of a shame really they haven't really had Nico and Tsimikas for more games, because I would have loved that backup partnership at the start of the season. We all thought they were promising, but it's just a shame for me that I haven't really done it for me. And we're relying on Trent Robert to do it again, and it's just a case of going out and buying another backup left back who's good enough, or another good right back who's good enough. I don't know at this stage. I just don't know what Klopp's trying to do with them backup right backs. I just for me, well said. I just think they should have been played more to terms of getting them better. But for me, it's just I don't know why they don't get the starts.
100%. For me, it's going to be a big game, because obviously, like last time, it was so end to end. The last time we played Leeds, we went 1-0 up, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, and then we want to win it. I would like us to not concede as many goals. Now, last time, I don't know who's available. I heard that there's something wrong with Rafinha and there's something wrong with Rodrigo.
Liam Cooper as well.
And Liam Cooper's obviously out of red, so he'll be out.
This is a golden opportunity. The Klopp is going to motivate these boys like no other. They owe it to the fans as well to have a good end of the season. It's been a tough one, but they'll do it.
Yeah.
And it's important for us to make top four. If we don't make top four, we're going back way. I'm telling you from now, because FSG going to say they're not going to have the money to spend to bring in to improve the team, because Mane, he cannot even beat him play. You know what I mean?
Mane has been average.
It's time for him to go. Axel Chamberlain, it's time to go. They're not adding nothing to the team whenever they get their chance to play. And that's the biggest thing. The time when we win the Premier League, everybody come in and play a part. No, when we need to play them the most, they're not stepping up. So we have some really, really, really big things to do in the summer. That's why it's important for us to make it in the Champions League. Because if we don't, FSG going to say they don't have no money, because we don't make the Champions League. So
imagine us not just in Europa League, but imagine us being in the Europa Conference League. Like we do.
We're not going to get there. That I think that goes to like 7th or 8th. I was worried about that, but Spurs and Everton have sorted that out. It's good.
Just I don't want it.
I think Everton will get the Conference League. And I actually, no joke, I really have a feeling we will see West Ham in the Europa League next season, which is going to be really strange.
Well, yeah, I think the top 6 is I don't know. The top 6 is pretty much sorted. Maybe Spurs can't. Spurs might pull something out of the bag later on. I don't know who could bottle it. But
what happens if an English team wins the Champions League and the European League? Is there extra spaces?
4th place doesn't go to Champions League, it goes to 5th.
Yeah. No, basically, if Arsenal win the Europa League and Chelsea win the Champions League and we finish 4th, we don't get Champions League.
Oh my god!
It goes to 5th. So we need to, that's why I think PSG will win the Champions League, and I think
it wouldn't go to 5th. It'd just be like we would miss out because there can't be 6 teams.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I would think. I personally would think. I think personally, PSG. This is my personal opinion on what the good clubs are at the moment. My personal opinion, the Champions League winners is going to be PSG, and the Europa League winners is going to be Man United. I don't care about they win the Europa League. I don't really care about that.
Yeah,
but I personally think they'll win Europa League.
Does 5th place get Champions League football then if United win the Europa League? Because they get qualification to the Champions League through the Europa League win, don't they?
No, 5th place wouldn't. No.
It only can be 4 teams from a country.
Right. So it just.
I think it means probably an extra space in the Premier League for the Europa League potentially, but not 5th place in the league, we'll get Champions League now.
All right. So we go to our final section, which I know. I think I'm so good at predicting. I know what Biz is going to say. 4-0, isn't it? That's all you're going to say. All right, we'll start off with
you don't need to come to me anymore.
All right, I know what it is.
I'm just gonna
4-0. All right, Joe. Prediction. What prediction?
For some reason, I am feeling optimistic. I don't always predict the Liverpool win. I'm normally quite reserved, but I'm telling you, these guys have got to take this chance. Like, I swear, the whole season we haven't capitalized on teams dropping points, but it's about time we start doing it, and we're going to win. Surely, we're going to have to win.
Yes, Joe, that's 4-0 talk.
And we're going to win
4.
2,
No.
1.
No.
Oh,
He said it already. He's just said it.
One day I'm going to get everyone on the panel that I'm on to say 4-0, and then it's going to happen. We're going to manifest it into the universe.
The energy of our synergy.
The only time I can see that probably happening a 4-0 will probably be against like Newcastle at West Brom. But, because I we'll have to see. But anyway, Mr. Stephen.
No, I'm not. I don't have faith in this defense and trying to keep a clean sheet. I see this game being really tight, and it's going to be really end-to-end stuff for the whole game. And I'm going for a 3-2 win.
Oh, nearly.
I see it being a 3-2. But it's
yes, mate. I haven't seen myself optimistic before either.
We're gonna get over the line. 3-2-1.
Ryan, what are you saying here?
Ryan, prediction, score prediction.
I'm not going to say 4-0 because Mane, Salah, they can't score a goal, bro. They're
not going to score with that attitude, are they?
Nah.
Salah, man. I trust me, I'm disappointed in Salah, man. Man get too many chances and can't score.
Facts. Salah is not clinical, and he should have been more clinical against Cameron.
We still have to back our team. Finn said 2-2. Wow. It can be.
Ryan, what's your score prediction?
3-1 Liverpool.
I'm going to go same as Stephen. I'm going 3-2. I think just because I just think it's going to, the Leeds going to attack. I think probably like Harrison and Bamford will score. And then I don't know who will score for us, but I think it's going to be high scoring, big thriller. I don't know who will score first, but
it's a big game for Kabak and Phillips. Leeds have a lot of pace up front.
I'm going to ask you a question. Right? What would you do, Joe, if Kabak has the man of the match performance, stopping so many one-on-ones and scores the winning goal?
Well, that'd be incredible stuff. That'd be probably the first time he's done it. To be fair.
Get your hair cut.
Well, I actually recently got that.
All off.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Tommy?
Kabak, he's Kabak. At the end of the day, he's
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Out for Keita, I'll wait to the end of the season. But for me, Shaqiri gone, Chamberlain gone, Matip gone, Adrian gone, Wijnaldum gone, Origi gone. I agree, but
this is hard. We should do the transfer talk another time.
We will probably do something like this. We'll do something like this probably when the season's all over, because then we can have a proper conversation about it. But you never know. You never know. Keita might turn up, in a few games time and start scoring every single game. You don't know. So
obviously, I don't like it when people go on like a full tirade of who should leave. Some of it is valid, but obviously some of it is probably not. Let's be real.
Also, only three players on there. 100%. I want gone. 100%. Origi gone. Adrian gone. Matip gone. And the Matip gone is I love Matip so much, but the guy is literally made of crisps. He is so injury prone. It's ridiculous. So, if I could take Matip was not injury prone, he would be one of the best defenders in the Premier League. But unfortunately, you could probably injure his ACL just by getting out of bed. He's that injured prone.
22.5 mil he's valued at apparently. I'd snap someone's hand off.
You have to go to probably like PSG or something where it's not as intense in the French league or something.
So how much so Liverpool get him for free and they will make 28 million for him.
Hell yes, that sounds good to me.
After like 5 years or whatever it's been.
Adrian, again, the guy's been good for us at some points, but he's such a bad keeper.
He was only good for the Super Cup, and that's it. He was only good for that.
Jersey boy, he will get a new contract at Liverpool.
Mate, if he gets the new contract, no, that cannot happen.
It's true.
No. I'll only accept it if he's third choice, and then we get someone else to play second choice. But he must not play any games. None.
No. Callagher.
He's still not good enough to be a third choice.
Mate, he's not even good. Mate, he should be playing for League 2.
This stream's about to be 2 hours long now because we're all going to be arguing about this.
Wait, regarding this Space Scott Adams comment, I think the transfer talks will be done. Like, I think we love our players too much to just like throw anyone under the bus right now. Do the transfer talk at the end.
I just saw what Yusuf said. Yusuf said when Matip sees in his pillow, he gets concussion because he's that injury prone.
That is probably valid.
He gets injured walking off the bloody airplane.
These comments could be so. The comments about Matip getting injured are quite funny because he just gets injured, like breathing.
The thing was, to be fair to him,
get injured.
Oh God, I hope God knows. Here's the thing, with Matip, right, is that he gets so many small injuries. But to be fair, he literally sacrificed his bloody ankle in that tackle against Son to make sure we didn't concede. He literally put all his force into his legs and managed to snap his ankle ligament.
Matip breaks his teeth doing his teeth. I shouldn't know that.
I'm sure Matip, if he was going to a party, would get injured by dancing in the nightclub.
Definitely.
I was going to make another joke about Matip, but it's too inappropriate, so I'll keep it for another
Matip's jawbone would break if he got slapped by a girl that he tried to pull at a club or something like that.
You know what's frustrated with Joel Matip? When you look at Joel
Not that that's ever happened to me.
It's when he plays, he's just world class. He's just cannot keep it. We cannot question it. Joel Matip is the second best.
I agree.
He is. He's insane. I want to keep.
When he's fully fit, he's like bloody Ledley King, though.
Okay, no, mate, you're not catching me with that one. Sorry,
I've only got like 10% battery on my computer. If I leave, I blame my computer. So, yeah. Jersey boy's a bit frozen.
Oh yeah, he's gone frozen. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Jersey boy.
Joel, yeah. Is he going to come back?
Listen, guys,
Jersey boy's fuming with Joel Matip.
Yeah. But guys, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you guys and stuff,
Thanks for having me.
To have you guys.
Thanks. Cheers.
Tell the people where they can find you, Joe.
Well, at the end of the day, you can find me on Ryan LSD.
Tinder.
You actually can. My head is
oh my god.
Sometimes doing Coppish reviews and on here and on Instagram if you want, but I don't have my YouTube channel. I know you all want to see me on YouTube one day. Don't worry, people. One day I'll have my own YouTube channel.
Sign a petition for Joe Care to finally get a Liverpool YouTube channel. Let's do it.
It might happen. It will probably happen soon. Well, I don't know, next year. But yeah. Anyone else want to take the lead?
I'll go. You can find me, Stephen Somerville on YouTube, Irish Rugby. I'm going to be making some content on there, totally rugby.
Oh, you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I do, but I focus all my Liverpool reactions on here, Ryan's channel, and other Liverpool Youth channels. But apart from that, from my channel, I just do rugby content. So you can find me at Steven Summer Irish Rugby, and I'll be producing all good content.
I do apologise, guys. I managed to accidentally unplug my computer. I'm an idiot, honestly. I've unplugged my
To be fair, if I had a YouTube channel, it would probably be it would be a bit about Liverpool, but it'd probably be football in general, and then I'd put some table tennis videos on there.
Nice.
And then
I think people should do what they want. You know, I don't have any football channels. I've got my channels, me playing games, memes. I do some football stuff, and I've got another channel about memes and a YouTuber's stream highlights, and a podcast channel. So I don't, you know, every time I really talk about football is on Ryan's channel, but I'll be obviously doing more football stuff for the Euros on my channel. So a bit awkward, but who's next in terms of saying their information? My information.
I think I'm the only one left to go, but you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Bizzlebond.
Oh, so Bizzle, do you want to talk about your new single you've released?
Yeah, dropped a new single. It's called Egypt. It's out on my YouTube channel. Go and have a listen to it now. Let me know what you think. Message me on Instagram, tweet me, whatever you want to do. I'll respond to everyone. And yeah, thanks for having me on the channel again.
Listen to it, guys. It's absolute fire. Please listen to it.
Drop him channel in the link
and
in
right.
the chat.
And then obviously for me, you can find me here or the Jersey Boy channel. That's about it. But we'll obviously see you on Monday at about, I don't even know what time the game kicks off. Does anyone actually know what time the game actually kicks off?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
It is 8, yeah.
We're doing a live stream.
You see us here at about 7:30 UK time, and for the watch along, and hopefully to see you then. Hopefully we win. Ryan, do you want to tell people where to find you, even though they know where to find you?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter, LFC. Ryan LFC 13 on Twitter and Instagram. Ryan LFC 13. Domination. I'm mixing, guys. I'm mixing. That's my best time today.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Come on the Reds. We better be Leeds. We're gonna win.
Like, subscribe, and come on, you Reds. Please.
Let's go.
Come on, the Reds.
Let's go.
Please.
Cheers, boys.
Leeds win.
End the stream, man.